Leo, welcome to your 3-month overview. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. Today we're going to take a deeper look specifically at the summer months as it concerns itself with July, August, September. So this is the baseline I'm using for all 12 signs. It's not actually your reading. Let's get into it. We're going to take a look at July 7, the Chariot, Cancer season. Yeah. 8, August, Strength, Leo season. You. Let's see if you have a happy birthday. 9, September, the Hermit, Virgo season. There you go. And the bottom row concerns itself with the underlying energy behind the next several months. So, the sun. Are we on our sun? Are we happy? Do we understand what our happiness is? Are we achieving it? And if not, how can we make adjustments? All right? Sometimes our idea of the sun shifts and changes. The Tower. Anything that is unexpected or untowards that we should be made aware of over the next several months. And then, of course, Judgment. Any imperative decisions coming from within us, outside of us, from the universe, spiritual lessons, how the universe is trying to speak to us, that kind of thing. If you'd like to catch up on some old 3-month overviews, they're in a playlist for you. Obviously, the last one concerned itself with April, May, and June. All right, let's get cracking. We're going to start with an Oracle Energy Focus. Show me what's going on, please. Show me Leo, please, for the next several months. Show me Leo. In the energy focus for the next several months, you will have noted that the comments are turned off and that the video messages are now under an hour. I will address all this on the next mid-month check-in in July. Show me the energy focus for Leo, please, over the next several months. Show me. Show me the energy focus, please, for Leo for the next several months. What's going on? Okay. Oh, solar calm. Clarify. Oh. Okay. Solar calm. Many of you are seeking clarity at this time. Beautiful things are in alignment, or you're trying to get there. Beautiful. Solar calm. As you get closer, hopefully, to your birth season, you start to feel things line up for you in terms of clarity. This is who I am. This is what I'm about. This is what I'm doing. This is why. These are my belief systems. This is what I stand up for. This is what I know to be true. These are my feelings. These are my thoughts. These are my memories. This is my pathway in life. All beautiful thoughts of clarity. Many of you have gone into states of calm, or you're trying to get or to achieve that place of calm. Kind of calm down everything around you so you can listen to yourself. And that's always a beautiful energy. But many of you are seeking to clarify direction, pathway. Where am I meant to be and why? And you need that kind of stillness to get in there. Okay. There is something that you are trying to line up with and to understand, and it directly concerns you. I need clarity. But I need calmness, okay? And then when I understand what I'm doing, I'll do it. And for some of you, 16 is a confirmation number. Very good. All right, let's get cracking. Show me. What you trying to figure out? Let's see if we can see it. Classic Texas summer storm, excuse me. This started last night. Nice little break there, I must say. We've been rocking 105 degrees. We've been hovering between 100 and 105, which is not unusual for Texas. It's just earlier than usual. Okay. What's going on, please? Show me Leo in July. 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 What's going on? What's going on, please, for Leo in July? The Star, Queen of Pentacles, beautiful. Somebody had a very similar, and I promise you I watched these cards multiple times in between readings, honey. Never mind what you see on camera, so there's no way. It's like, I see that. I don't know if you've ever seen that before with other tarot. Wow, you got the exact same cards as so-and-so. That's because you didn't shuffle. But no, somebody had a very similar output. I cannot recall who. I apologize. I want to say it was one of the water signs. Okay. Aquarius, not Aquarius, but is a star. The Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. Some of you have made some very strong decisions very recently. So the Two of Wands is active decision making. Yes, there's a little bit of lag there in between the concepts, but it's much more active than, say, the Two of Swords or the Two of Pentacles. So we have started to make some very active decision making, some communication of our goals, interest, and intents. And that is simply for you to put more focus on you, quality time, care, and attention on you, and then, of course, the Two of Pentacles. So we have started to make some very active decision making, some communication of our goals, interest, and intents. And that is simply for you to put more focus on you, quality time, care, and attention on you, quality time, care, and attention on you, and then, of course, the Two of Pentacles. So we have started to make some very active decision making, some communication of our goals, interest, and intents. And that is simply for you to put more focus on you, quality time, care, and attention on you, getting realigned with your goals and your sense of self-care, self-worth, and how you love yourself. Stability. Being able to rely upon you first. There are many things for which you wish to do goal-wise, hopes, dreams, visions that are long-term. And many of you have just recently decided upon this, or you're trying to gain that clarity, gain that insight. And so, perhaps many of you have not been as social as you typically are, and that's fine. You put more of the focus on the self. Okay, when you get into that King and Queen of Pentacles energy, you might have some Earth in your chart as well as Aquarius. That's not the point. The point is that you are doing a good job of taking care of you, understanding your priorities, and there's something here about you really getting reacquainted with your long-term goals with the star here. You've just started this process early summer, possibly now, and more so in July, where you gave yourself more of that time. And let it come to you. It's not a rushed process, nor should it be. I like that you are making decisions here and there in this interest, but also not assuming everything to fall into place at one time or trying to push things with that Two of Wands. I'm going to let this come to me. I'm going to let these goals and these visions come to me about what it is I want to do next, how I want to line up with myself next, what are my next goals, and am I achieving the ones I already set before me? Are they still relevant to me now? And if they're not, what else could I be doing? What else could I be experiencing? What else could I be feeling? What do I want to see for myself in the long term? What benefits me in the long term? Love, life, the glory of it all, work, you name it. It's all there in a bag of chips, honey. So, continue to take good care of yourself. Put your household first. Put your priorities of household first. That includes you. Your health and well-being, okay? Some of you have just recently rededicated health goals in terms of perhaps going back to the gym, eating better, kind of seeing to your allergies, whatever the case is. I also have a good, strong sense of I need to physically take care of myself as well. Okay, so when I say home environment, guys, it's not just the house, the walls that contain you, it's your body too. Okay, so we're talking about improving our health, relaxing more in our own space, being more comfortable with who we are, and learning things about ourselves, but in a comfortable way. So this is all great, beautiful things. Really taking the time to love yourself more, to understand your worth more, and more importantly, how you want to see yourself out there, but not rushing. Not rushing. It's a process. It's a process. Sometimes goals hit us like that, and it's just, oh, I know what I want to do. And other times, the other ones are slow to warm up on us. It's like, I didn't know that was important to me. And now it kind of is. Or I didn't think that would be my future, but now I'm starting to think maybe it could be. You're quietly, calmly assessing your long term. What benefits you? What is worthy of you? All that good stuff. Good energy, very peaceful, very restorative, very resplendent. Some of you might have recently gone into hypnosis, meditation, and just straight up getting away, like I did, vacation. You get into that mode really well. Anything else, please? Speaking of which, yes, mine was fabulous. Thank you so much. Anything else, please, for July? Very personal, very internal. The World, Ace of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. There's something here that was given up on. Okay, it did not suit. Okay, this is normal. This is very normal. Can't say I'm surprised to see this at all. Where one door closes, another opens. And this is the great cycle of life. Something exited here. It looks like you willfully cut it. I don't know that it was harsh. It's just you kind of gave up on an opportunity. Something that you tried your hand at and you just know it does not suit you. Okay. And in this process, this is normal transformative cycle stuff, guys. Something, again, you cannot have beginnings, okay, without endings. This is very normal. I saw that you tried your hand at something and it doesn't work. Or it's just, its time has concluded. So let's say you were in a job for 5 years and you had enough experience at that point to understand it's just not for you anymore. It once presented itself something strongly that spoke to you, but it doesn't speak to you anymore. Okay? So that would explain now, if you have cycled something out, you are much more free to explore your next thing. That makes sense. The way you've accepted this tells me it's been done in the months preceding July. And that you are now in this beautiful space to see what else, to ask yourself what else. What next? What's the future going to look like? That's why we're here, Christina. Yeah, so am I surprised to see this? No. Whatever that is to you, that Five of Pentacles could be anything, honey. It could be work, some sort of relationship. I could not say. I just know that it was cycled out, and the energy at this point suggests to me that you're comfortable with it. In other words, you already know. And it was likely intended on your part. You know, we broke from something that wasn't working. Or you had enough time and experience with it to understand it doesn't serve you anymore. Done. And it's left you into this beautiful exploratory space. Clear, calm, consolidated thinking. Clear, calm, consolidated energy. Okay? All right, let's see your birth season now. So Leo season is technically late July to late August, yeah? Show me August, please. Show me August. Show me August, please. I love that exploratory energy as it concerns you. Right? As I often tell people, you won't know something's for you until you start trying it. And that's some of the best advice you could give someone career-wise, especially when you're working with, say, young people. They have no idea about accounting or managerial or whatever. And it's like, well, that's why you need to intern or volunteer. Until you see it with your own eyes and you get to witness it, you're not going to really know, and you don't really want to dedicate the next 4, 6, or 8 years towards degrees that you don't actually want. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. I'll know you have experience with something, a relationship, work, I don't know. It just doesn't suit. And now you want to see what does suit. Yes? All right. Ace of Swords, determining that particular truth. Empress, Knight of Swords. I don't know, but you're taking care of yourself and you're doing very well at it. Excellent. Wow, look at you go. Look at you go. I love this. You're putting a lot of work into yourself. Okay, you seem to be, you went through an exploratory phase and now you're in action phase. And you're loving it. You are loving it. You're thriving. I don't know what it is you're putting into play. Again, this is looking more like personalized energy to me. I just know that you seem to have gone through a phase of understanding your next goals and now you're taking them into action. Oh my, look at you go. I don't know what your goals are, but you're like, I figured it out and that's all that matters. Ace of Swords. So you seem to be living it and you're thriving on it as the Empress. Very good. Very beautiful. Excellent. And Knight of Swords, you're backing it up. So whatever your thought was, you are now backing it up with action, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I love a good song. Excuse me. I'm very tired. I am tired. I love a good, solid truth. Right? Our truth is very important to us, but we got to be able to back it up with the action as well. And that's what you're doing. And don't you look quite happy? You're sitting pretty, as we like to say. Yes. It's looking like you're going to have a great birthday month, honey. I love this. This is great. You went from contemplation to action. So I don't know what your goals are, but you're doing it. You're doing it. I'm sorry it's so vague. I am. But it's also beautiful. You know? Sometimes I can get something very, very specific, but I'm not getting that for you. That means it's applying to many of you at the same time, and that's good. More so in your birthday season. I'm not saying everything's easy, honey. I'm not saying you didn't have to fight for it or you didn't have to wait for it or it took you a minute to understand things, to fold out the way that they did and why you're doing it, etc., etc. The overarching concept, though, is that you're doing more than fine. Okay? You took time out to understand you. Something cycled out and it's looking like it happened of your own accord, which is good. That means you understood also what's not right for you. Right? It's not enough to understand what is right for you. You also have to understand what's wrong for you. Right? You took time out to understand yourself, clarity, insight, calmness, and now you're putting your goals into practice. That's great. You seem to be thriving. I'm very pleased for you. I'm very pleased for you. I'm very pleased for you. That's excellent. And there's some also communication here. What is this? Show me this. Show me this, please. What else is going on in here for August, please, for Leo? Yeah, I apologize for the vagueness, honey, but I'm just so happy that you are understanding yourself. You took the time out to understand yourself. You laid out where you want to be next, and then you start working towards it. I'm not saying it's going to be handed to you, but you're taking the steps. That's wonderful. It's more what I can say for a lot of people. I really, really want this, but not going to do anything about it, though. I'm going to whiffle waffle on it for the next 2, 3, 4 years. See what happens. No, baby, you're making the dream happen. Good job. Anything else, please? 7 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, the Knights of Wands. Okay, cool. All right. You're showing me a lot of enthusiasm here. Work goals specifically. Caution. Caution, but you're killing it. You are putting a lot of energy into something that says work efforts. So not just your personal goals and taking action towards them, your betterment, your improvement, your resources, your sense of status, wealth, stability, etc. Self-esteem, self-confidence, all that's in here, but you're like, I gotta kill it at work too. Little cautious though. Is it a new job? New project? New approach? Went back to the drawing board on a couple of concepts, even if you don't have a new job? Okay, bringing new ideologies into work, into how you perform, and to how you do things. You're showing me a little bit of caution because you want it to be done just right. I get that. There's good, solid energy behind it, and that's all I care about. Positive enthusiasm for where this work is going to take you next. This is my next gig. It might take me somewhere else, or I might really enjoy it here. I like that. That's good enthusiasm. I like it. I like it. Very good. I like this. I really like how you took time out for you. It's like, thank you for this I don't know what this is, but it keeps coming across as some sort of opportunity that once excited you, but it's like, thank you for that opportunity. It's not for me. And then I see you translating your energy somewhere else, something that's more productive, and it feels right to you. You know it. You're backing it up. You want things done just so, but of course you're Leo. Not surprised. Very solutions-oriented you are. Very solutions-oriented. Solution-focused. I mean, you're killing it. Personally, you seem to be thriving. And in work, you're like, I got it. Cautiously, but I got it. This is great. Very good. Again, it's so vague, and that's fine. That's fine. That just means it's applying to many of you. I know I repeat myself, honey. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name's Christina. I repeat myself a lot. There you go. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking tight. That's what she said. And I'm liking it. Good job. Good job with the assessment. Good job of taking care of you. Good job of killing those goals, laying them out, making them happen. Not being passive, but being an active participant in your life, being your own author. This is fantastic. Good job. This is really good. You're killing it. You're killing it. And as you continue to kill it, in your new practices for yourself and professionally, personally and professional goals are here, the more you seem to thrive. There's some talk in here. I can't see it though. What is that? I'm picking up something here. I'm picking up something here that's a little bit more on the personal side. What is this? I don't know. Show me. Show me. Show me September, please. Show me September. You are working hard. Let's make no mistake about that. But the point is that you want to. And you want to put the best of yourself into it. That's why you're showing me caution, but good enthusiasm at the same time. Show me. You're excited. You are excited. There's this question here. My question, but I need to increase my security. For some reason, this role is very important to you. You anticipate it will lead you places. Yes. Show me. Show me September, please. Oh, the places you will go. Show me September, please. Seven of Pentacles, growing Two of Swords. There's a question in your mind somewhere in the background of all this that you want a resolution to, but you don't know what that is. There's some sort of background noise here. There's a little bit of static. There's a little bit of chatter. You're trying not to pay it too much mind, but it is a growing tension in you. What is this? What is this? What is this chatter? It confuses you. You don't know what to do with something, so you've delayed it, stalled it, or tried to ignore it. It's not part of this, I don't think. What is this, please, in September? What is this, please, in September? Seven of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the page. Oh. A little bit of confusion here about what to do with something. Little guy trying to figure this out. Something that has stagnated and proven not to be terribly fruitful, but it could be. But it's kind of like if it was going to pay off, it would have done so by now. I don't know what to do with it. And it's kind of like a running chatter in the background of your mind. What is this? Strength, Ten of Cups, Four of Pentacles. There's something here you're holding on to in your emotional support system. that is kind of like, I don't know what to do with this. It's part of their Ten of Cups value, so it's a little bit more on the personal side. You're kind of stuck, and there's strength. That's you, honey. Can't dispute that. that's you right there. Strength, Ten of Cups to Four of Pentacles. There's something or someone within your support system, your emotional support system, someone who's in your day-to-day function, family, friends, that kind of thing. The emotional energy, you hold on to it, even though we get a little confused about what it means to us. And why that's cropping up for you in September, towards the later end of the summer months, I do not know. But you question it, you also don't know what to do with it. I'm a little curious. This is where I am tempted to dive a little bit more. It is what it is to you, obviously, but why is this emotional cup, this person's emotional energy, why are they on your mind, kind of in the back of your mind? What to do with it? Why is it a growing concern, but you're not ready to address that growing concern yet? It's there. It doesn't necessarily make you comfortable, but it's not so uncomfortable that it's egregious. It's somewhere in there. I'm a little curious. Can I get a little more on that? What is this? It feels stagnant. It doesn't get too much of your attention, but it's not so difficult that it requires your immediate upfront attention. There's some disappointment in here, but it's not like, yeah, it's like I don't know what to do with it. Hanged Man. We're just going to table that discussion. We're going to table that discussion. What is this? What is this? We're holding on to somebody in our emotional support system. Again, relationship, family, friend. Somebody's in your immediate proximity. We're going to table that. Why are we holding on to it? Page of Cups is in reverse. Our heart space is not open towards this discussion just yet. Knight of Swords is in reverse. The Eight of Wands is upright. Yeah, it feels like somebody's heart space is cut off to you. But it's still, like I said, it's active. It's active in that you still speak with it, or them. I shouldn't call them an it. I'm sure they'll love that. It's somebody whom is in your immediate support circle. It feels like their heart space is cut off, or they don't act through their feelings towards you. You are aware of this to some extent. They don't really act through their hearts, okay? But they still speak with you. They're still around, okay? You occasionally engage with them. But you seem to be aware of the fact that somebody's heart space isn't open towards you anymore, even while it's still very much active in present day. We communicate with this person regularly, but not through the heart. Okay? Words are not spoken from the heart, and actions are not taken from the heart. In other words, they don't feel so emotionally supportive compared to how it used to be. That's why you hold on to them. With strength, too. You're telling me I'm not ready to give this up. Okay? I'm still going to hold on to it. I understand that they do not act or speak from their heart towards me anymore, or as much, but they're still part of my life. I'm aware of the issue. It confuses me. I don't have much insight on this right now. I don't know that I want to. So, Hanged Man, you've tabled this. Like I said, it's somewhere in the back. It's somewhere in the back. We're not ready to discuss it. Rather, you're not ready to discuss it with you just yet. So this must be someone whom you are very, very familiar with. Okay? Because these kind of discussions that we want to have with ourselves, we don't actually want to have with ourselves. It's kind of like that best friend that you've known for decades stopped being a best friend, and they've gone a completely different direction, but neither one of you can really own that space between you two, so you kind of table it. It could be like this with a spouse. It could be like this with some sort of partner, family, etc. So that's a little concerning. Okay, we still talk with this person. We still take action, but the heart space is a little absent on, I believe, their side. You suspect it, but you're not willing to look at it just yet. I don't know why that's coming up in September. But for some reason it's growing more. Okay, something to be aware of. In the meantime, you're killing it for yourself, personally and professionally. Whatever that is to you is whatever that is to you. I've clarified it as much as I can. We got to move on. Okay. The sun. Show me Leo's sun, please. Show me Leo's sun, please. Show me Leo's sun. Show me Leo's sun, please. Come on. Show me that sun, please, for Leo. Show me that sun, please, for Leo. Show me that sun, please. Ten of Pentacles, I know. The High Priestess, I know. Intuitively, you feel that you could have it all, okay? Stability, right? Foundation, resourcefulness, everything, right? Everything at your disposal. A kingdom by your own hands, if you will. Intuitively, you felt that you have accomplished this in many ways. Okay, and that's a good feeling. That's a beautiful thing. That's a hell of a thing to check off on your checklist of sun requirements, right? So for me to be ultimately happy, I need to have a 10 of Pentacles. Check. And I need to feel stable. Check. 8 of Wands, I want to be able to communicate my own sense of happiness and stability and my own sense of this is what I've done. I want to be able to claim it. I want to be able to feel that it's correct because this is everything that I've built. I know it's mine. I need to be able to say that it's mine. And I also need to be able to live and show life through my goals. I want to be able to show that I've achieved these things. And that's fine. It's so long as it's intuitive for you in terms of you know it's true and you feel it to be true, then yeah, you've earned your 10 of Pentacles, right? It's not a forcible 10 of Pentacles. You've prized stability. You have prized resourcefulness. You have prized community and function and roles and you know, being so, because the 10 of Pentacles is the roots, the tree of life. It touches many things. So family, friends, community, career, networking, all that. Touching everything. It's a web that extends outward, right? The roots that extend outward. And that's always been a kind of prize for you, to be so involved. Okay, to be that name that comes up in everybody's circles and say, I can rely upon that Leo. That's the one we want. Let's bring Leo in, right? And you want to be able to say, yeah, I'm part of it. I'm part of it all. I helped build this. I am this, or this is my empire. And intuitively, you feel you have achieved this as part of your sun. And that's beautiful. I'm very curious about your emotional being. I've seen your emotionality as it concerns your sense of personhood, your personal goals for yourself, and your professional goals. I would like to see more of your emotional value, okay, in terms of what you prize. There's a question of that over here, so this does not feel like an accomplishment, whatever this is. I don't know necessarily relates to a love directly, but you're not quite willing to look at it right now. Okay, I understand. There'll be a time and place for that. What else, please, under the sun? That's a heck of a sun, though. And feeling like you've accomplished it or that you're on your way. That's beautiful. I like that. For many of you, you feel like you're just now getting back on your 10 of Pentacles pathway. Okay. What else, please, for the sun for Leo? What else, please? Temperance, 3 of Pentacles. There's someone whom you wish to make peace with. It's not this. It's something else. There's someone here you wish to make peace with. It would actually make you feel really, really good to do so, and I have to impress upon you now's the time. We are in Cancer season, and then we flow naturally into your season, which again would be a great time. Okay. There's someone here you would like to make peace with. That's all I really have. It's under your judgment, though. Okay, so here as well as here. So temperance, healing, time has passed. Okay, patience, compassion, understanding things. Okay, at a level that suggests I've healed, and with somebody else's cooperation, I would like to heal with them too. 3 of Pentacles could be friend, someone whom we've had some sort of structure with, and time has passed. The judgment, timing will be right. The timing will be right soon. Okay, to make peace with somebody. It might be, again, on that friendship level, cooperation, having a lot of little things in common. I don't know how you designate them. But it would actually make you happy. That's under your sun, too. So the Leo I'm looking at says this is no surprise. You inherently feel this as a judgment call. There's someone here I'd like to make peace with. Okay. And that's a beautiful energy. I say congratulations. When you know that feeling, it's very specific. It's very specific. And it could be someone, honey, you haven't seen or spoken to in 10 years. I don't know. And it may not be a falling out. But temperance here suggests peace as well as healing. That time has passed, and now the time might be right for a friend. That friendship, that connection, to get reacquainted, to find your common ground again, so that you can have a working structure with them again. And I suggest you and I are on the same page, even if it's in the smallest of ways. We still have things in common that suggests you and I can be connected. You know? There's something there. It says the time might be right. Enough time has passed. Like I said, it could be someone you haven't talked to in years, or someone that you might have had a falling out with. I don't know. I just know it means a lot to you. Otherwise, it wouldn't be under your sun. It wouldn't be designated with temperance, and it would not be designated with judgment. So let's call them a special friend. Okay? Okay. Let's keep cracking. I'm still waiting for that kind of soft side of you. Where is it? Don't get me wrong. I love your personal goals. I do, honey. I do. I love your personal goals. I love your professional goals. Killing it. Killing it. Keep on keeping on. And if you feel that you're on, or back on, I should say, your Ten of Pentacles pathway, this is what I've always wanted for myself, Christina, under my sun, is stability, a large network, resourcefulness, usefulness. And you're back on that track. You know it. And you feel it. And that's one of the reasons why your energy is thriving. You're like, I know what I know. And I'm taking action and coordinates to that. You're showing me caution, but good energy around strong work structures. For you personally and professionally. Big clue about where you are right now. The only thing that you're showing me where you're not is your emotional structure. There's something in here we don't want to deal with. Not yet. It's not an accusation, so don't take it as one. You're saying now's not the time to look at that. I got to table it. It kind of hits close to home then. It hits close to home. Right? Especially if you know someone is not speaking or acting through their heart anymore towards you. That's kind of a big deal. You know? And I could see where you wouldn't want to look at it right away. I don't know why it's coming up in September, unless, of course, that person might literally be Virgo. I don't know. I don't know. Or there is something of substantial energy around September that makes you, or gets you into this space, you know. Show me the Tower, please. Anything unexpected. Unexpected or untowards, please. Some of you, Leo is not your sun dominant. Or you're right. No. For some of you, Leo is your rising. I don't know why. I don't know why I said it. I don't know why it came to me. I just saw the upward trajectory out. Rising. Your moon. I don't know why I say things like that. It just pops. It just pops out. That's what he said. Show me the Tower, please. Show me the Tower, please. Fish. Some of you have gone fishing. Why am I seeing fish? I'm seeing fish. Someone asked you to go on a fishing trip. Are you interested in fishing? Do you like fishing? Or you recently saw some fish that's really prominent in your mind's eye? I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know where the heck that came from. I just saw fishing. Some of you are into fishing and some of you are like, what? I don't know where that came from. Show me the Tower, please. I mean, it could be Piscean energy, but I don't know. Show me that Tower, please. Anything unexpected or untowards that Leo should be made aware of, please. Show me that Tower, please. Come on, you. Eight of Swords. You did not see the Empress, the Star. Oh. Oh, that's beautiful. So do you see the repeating energies here? Probably not. So let me pull those up for you. We got the repeating, how you opened. And the Star, the Empress. It took you a long time to see that you could put yourself back on your own particular pathway of fulfillment. I don't know why it took you so long to see it. There's a huge emphasis on judgment with making peace with this friend. I don't know why. We'll get to that. Eight of Swords, the Empress, the Star. At first you could not see that you could carve your own pathway, or that perhaps you would ever really find your place in the world. You know that feeling where you started out a certain way in your 20s and your 30s and you're like tunnel vision, this is it, and it turns out it wasn't it. It's not that it was wrong, it's just pathway modification. I've changed careers many times, not because I had to, but because I wanted to. Big difference. And every time along the way you learn something different. I think many of you are in a place now where you are finding yourself. It doesn't matter if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s. Some of you had to shift paths many times, and it was so different from the original plan, and change was hard for you to take, but the more you changed, the more you realized your vision's in your hands. You couldn't see that before. It's kind of like I always had the Ten of Pentacles in mind, Christina, and how I started and how it looks now are two different things. Very good. That's the way it should be. Very rarely do we get the answer right the first time. You know. It's funny, things have a way of coming back around. And then it's funny how things have a way of changing for the better. You didn't know you could be such an author to your own destiny, and your emphasis here, I feel, Christina, I'm really landing my dream now of the Ten of Pentacles. And I had no idea I could achieve it by going off grid, going off the plan. It took a lot of towers, a lot of insight, and a willingness to look at myself, what it is I really wanted to do, be open to change, be open to the subject of the winds and the gods. I had to experience towers and transformations. Some were for my will, some were against my will. And then because things are subject to change, I realized I could make more decisions for me anyway. How I started out and where I ended up are two different things, but I still am achieving my goal in the end. It's beautiful. Not such a scary tower then. It's more like you're realizing manifestation. How it takes transformation to refine your manifestation goals. Your manifestation goals never wavered. How you got to them. That's the gig. That's the meat and potatoes. That's everything that happens between point A and point B. Your goals of stability and feeling worthy and out there and conscientious and resourceful, a credit to your community and family. That never changed. Everything that led up to it, that was trial and error, manifestation, understanding who you are, how that has changed and shifted, and are you incorporating, are you making room for change, are you allowing it? Do you know when to stay the course, and do you know when to get off the course? You're like, I'm so surprised how I got here. Because I don't think your B, your end game, or even your C changed. It was everything else in between. And I like to see how surprised you are of how much you learned and shaped and grew to get here. That's beautiful. All right, show me this Judgment, please. I love that. That's probably one of the best towers I've ever seen. I didn't know I could change so much and have so much say under my own energy and under my own name and under my own efforts about how to get there. I just thought, Christina, when I got a bachelor's in accounting, I'd be an accountant for 40 years and then I'd have my Ten of Pentacles. But it turned out I ended up becoming an accountant, and then I turned into a musician, and then I turned into and then all these other things that fall into place, right? Yeah, I know. Little ripples, big waves. I know. Yes. I love that. That's the best. That's the absolute best surprises in life, yeah. Oh, the things you will do, the things you will see. Show me Judgment, please. Show me Judgment, please, for Leo. I love that. I absolutely love that. And you've gone to that place now of clarity, calmness. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm lining up. For you, personally, professionally, yes. There's a friendship here that I see you by all rights making peace with relatively soon. That's here as well. Strong too. It's almost like you're meant to. I can't impress upon you that enough. This, however, is going to take more time to unfold. the emotional value, or rather the lack of emotional value you have with someone else, or that they have towards you. You're not willing, or you're not ready to look at it just yet. Okay? That's all right. That's all right. It's not just honest professionally, but personally to understand these things too. Okay? If someone's love is not available to you anymore, it's a different level of acceptance and understanding. Show me Judgment, please. It's taking a couple shuffles on this one. What's up with this? Show me Judgment. Show me Judgment. Show me Judgment. There it is. Four of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. King of Swords. Yeah, it's not. We're not quite there in that space yet. What I was telling you in time, we're going to have to get back to this. I know you tabled it, even if it was most likely done on the unconscious level. Okay, it's not like someone's heart space is not available to me anymore. They're either a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend type situation, family member, old friend. I know their heart doesn't speak to me anymore. I know this. It makes me uncomfortable. Not ready to look at it just yet. I'm not ready to let it go just yet. My personal goals, professional goals aside, that's one thing. This, no, we're going to table that. That's for another day. That's a rainy day, Leo. We're going to have that discussion. We're going to pencil that in. September 1st, 2023. That's not how it works. When you're ready to look at this is when you're going to be ready to look at it. Okay. It's a future judgment for you. All right? It hasn't come up yet, but it will. No pressure. Okay? No rush. Some of you have the barest ideas of what I'm talking about, because that's how much we're not ready to look at it yet. There will eventually come a time when you will be confronted with a decision as the King of Swords, and breaking away from that which you've been holding on to but doesn't necessarily serve you anymore. I want to reassure you, I'm looking at a Leo, you've clearly done it before. But it was at a personal goal level or a professional goal level or a combination of the two. It's different when I said when you apply it to personal relationships. Okay? And this one's very close to home. It's been a place of stagnancy for a while. You know this. You sense it. You feel it. You can't necessarily articulate it. You don't necessarily want to talk about it, but it is there. It confuses you, so you give it very little attention. But when somebody distinctly does not act or speak through their heart, I'm not saying they're lying to you. What I'm saying is that when they speak or act towards you in what looks like a personal connection and the heart's not there, it's obvious. So I know it hits home on a close personal level. Otherwise, you've shown me. I kept saying, honey, where's your personal side? I see it. And there's something here that hits close to home that you're not ready to look at, but one day you will, and you have to trust that particular process. There's something else here that will require you to take action towards it, a parting of ways of whatever it is you're holding on to. That Four of Pentacles that ties back to that situation. You've dealt with Five of Pentacles before, but again, that was personal goals, professional goals. This is different. It's going to require a determination and a willingness to make an active decision. King and Queen of Swords are known for their action as well as their thoughts. And that will come in course in due time. It's begging more of your attention come September. I don't know why. I'm not saying you're going to be making a decision by September. I'm saying you're going to be looking at it more critically or feel the awareness of it more come late summer. Show me Judgment, please. Anything else? I saw another form of judgment about you making peace with a friend. It's almost coming across as an imperative or a judgment of the soul. It's something that needs to happen in terms of peace. I don't know why. Anything else, please, about judgment? Anything else, please, about judgment? Anything else, please, about judgment? The Emperor, Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. Little by little, as you get more and more comfortable standing in your power, you get acclimated to this, living through your goals and dreams, understanding that modification was needed along the way, how far you have come when you started out here, you ended up over here, and you realized how much say that you have in changing your life, and the more you did it, the more you were still on point with your goals. It was just delivered differently than you anticipated, and you're much happier for it, all that. When you start to get more and more ingratiated into that energy, the familiarity of it, the confidence of it, the standing in your own power, that particular energy, once that starts to come through more and more, particularly here, okay, the height of summer, and more so around your birth season, I'm seeing your energy pick up more and more into the investment of your personal truths, okay? And the stronger you become acquainted with your personal truths as the Ace of Swords, you're going to start to see the situation more and more for what it is and not what it isn't. Or stop trying to avoid it. I just know that your confidence in being able to handle this in future will be at your disposal. Okay, so give yourself that credit. You will know what to do with this in time. Okay, in the meantime, over here, I see you killing it, and it's much to your surprise how much you have shifted and changed along the way. Isn't that the best? Isn't that the absolute best? I kept wondering where the heart is, and it's in here, but it's not hitting the notes that it should or that it needs to. And the Leo I'm looking at says one day you'll look at that. Okay. Okay. Oh no, I've disappointed so many Leo cross watchers today. Well, it is what it is, yeah? All right. Okay. What's in here, please? What's in here, please? Take a risk. So you have epiphany. You've had that inner healing. Very good. You're meant to take a risk, and when you do, when you are willing to change or be subject to change, either way, it's taking a risk to accept change, okay, in either direction. It gives you epiphanies, thoughts after thoughts, and guides you into inner healing about where it is you are supposed to be, how you've gotten there, and how it's okay. Your manifestation's coming through. It's just taken on different forms, and it's taken on different forms in you. Yeah, the epiphany, the inner healing, that's all here. That's all here. Beautiful. Excellent. Dark night of the soul. I'm not saying you didn't have heart. Okay. Let's just get this out of the way. Let's just get this out of the way right now. So, dark night of the soul and karmic partner. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I couldn't see what the defining element of this relationship is. But for some of you, yes. We have yet to have that full realization, the kind that takes us to a deep, dark place and it scares us. About a karmic partner. Again, does not have to be spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend. For many of you, you will be leaning in that direction. For others of you, this is a karmic relationship. Just take the word partner out of it. And it's someone whom should be sharing a heart space with you. Speaking through love, acting through love. And they simply are not. It's taking you a while to allow yourself to see it. It's taking you a while to allow yourself to feel it. To come to terms with it. We're putting this off. We're tabling it. Eventually, we're going to have that insight. And the more you continue to grow in your own confidence in this area of your life, and you see how your manifestation, your end goal remains the same, it's just how you got there was surprising, you're going to start to see how that applies to your personal life too. If you've always well and truly wanted a Ten of Cups or a soul bond or something like that, you're going to understand the principles still apply. The end game can still be achievable. It's just how you get there and who you get there with may not be what you had thought or expected. It's the same thing. It's not too far apart. It's just one's harder to look at because it hits the personal side of things. And then there's something in here about new love. And that's understanding. In time, that decision must be made. Okay, parting ways. Give yourself that space. I want you to flourish in this energy first before you try looking at this. Okay, you need to get your feet under you with whatever this is. You're looking like you're doing a great job. And again, the energy that you achieve here and the real world effort to achieve here will springboard you comfortably into better understanding this situation instead of saying avoiding it or not wanting to look at it or feel it. But that would be obviously a new time. Why I keep trying to connect this, I don't know why. That friend we should make peace with, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm trying to connect it. There's something in there I'm not seeing today. And I guess that's not the point, is it? It's not. I don't know. Open up. Again, I'm feeling it into whatever that is. That friend we need to make peace with. Self-sabotage and apology. It feels like there's an apology owed to somebody, possibly, for self-sabotaging methods. Okay. Pushing the other person away, or feeling like there was a using element, or, an apology's in there somewhere. I don't know by who or what side. Okay? All right, let's do some charms, please. Oh my, yes. SYRRLX. Dragon, Aries, Leo, Sag. Also that intensity, the fierceness. The Pegasus upside down. So the Pegasus is masculine freedom, masculine pride, that sense of being able to take off and do what we wish and what we so desire to do under our own sense of freedom, our ability to fly. It was in the reverse. Some of you feel like you have not been able to have that energy for a long time. Not being able to take lead, and now you're discovering that yes, you can. Okay. Ay. BLQA. There's a lot of letters. I typically don't get this many letters. If I get 3, I think I'm lucky. All right. Ambitious. Yes. Capricorn energy here. Doesn't have to be, but the key word here is ambitious. Yes, your ambition is picking up. And then, of course, we have the Eiffel Tower confirmation for some of you. Okay. I think that's, well... I feel like it will still be under an hour. For those of you, again, who want to know why, check out the next mid-month. Retreat, express yourself. I saw that over here at the retreat. I told you, hypnosis, therapy, meditation, vacation, time off, whatever it is, that you are allowing more focus on yourself, your personal sense of development, self, goals, what it is you're trying to achieve and why. That will connect to your love energy later. Okay, but yes, you went into a place of retreat. Express your love. I saw that over here with open up. Somebody. Express your love. And that, honey, love comes in many forms. Okay, in many different ways it can be expressed. I know you might feel it from this, that you want them to express more of their love to you. I understand. It just doesn't feel like it's coming from here. Romantic feelings. That's what I'm saying. There are romantic feelings in here somewhere, and wanting to express yourself to someone. It's coming up under that new love energy. There you go. Let your friends help you. Okay. It's very interesting. I do like your focus quite a bit. It will help lead into other things, obviously. But you're doing great. Remember, your manifestation, your end goal, your end game is on point. It's just how you get there sometimes, a lot of the time. It changes, shifts focus, and you're like, I didn't know it could be like this, or I could get myself like this, here, in this way, under this capacity. Oh no. And that's one of the best discoveries of all time, right? It's one of the best. Okay, honey. I'll see you in approximately 2 weeks. I believe the next round of readings should be the general overview. We'll see. You'll know in 2 weeks. All right. Take care. Be well.